Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a new show right here on Ramadan TV called Know Your Charity. Now, we are broadcasting on the DSTV platform on channel 346. Today, we are discussing the Iman Foundation. And today, they will be having their pledge, which is the date of April the 9th, which is happening tonight, inshallah. Ameen. Iman Foundation is a foundation which is based in Lenasia South and is an organization that is out to help the youth, enhance their skills, and it also offers an orphanage and the ability for both Muslim girls and boys to become Hafiz al-Quran, inshallah, ameen. So joining me to discuss this charity is two gentlemen from the organization. Let me first introduce Muhammad Hindawi, Sheikh Muhammad Hindawi, and Maulana Shabir Khan. Gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and shukran, jazakallah so much for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah so much.
Na ameen, thumma ameen. Sheikh Hindawi, let me start off with you. Iman Foundation. This is a foundation that has its roots a lot in history. Just give us a brief synopsis of how this organization started and how it's developed over the years.
Alhamdulillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala ashraf al-mursalin Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim ajma'in. Al-Iman Foundation, as you mentioned, is a non-profit organization, is based in Lenasia South. We established Al-Iman Foundation in 2010 and we start to operate in 2014. And by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we start a very, very, very small organization, and it grew very, very fast through the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also because of the help of our generous community in South Africa, and the help of our brother and our sister. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all of them, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of them. We have now approximately 8 departments in the organization, the HR and the finance and the school department, which we have 2 schools, one school for girls, which is based in Lenasia South, and the other school for boys, which is based in Everton. And we have, alhamdulillah, also orphanage department, which we have 200 orphans. They stay full time with us. We have 100 girls and 100 boys. They do secular education and Islamic education, and the organization, alhamdulillah, through the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and through the donation and the help and the assistance which we get it from our community, we look after the orphanage completely: accommodation, food, education, secular education, Islamic education, hifz class, ta'lim class, all of that, inshallah, bismillah. The other department, we have Dawah department, which we have 10 branches around Gauteng, which we focus about to make Dawah for non-Muslim. We call people for the Islam. We try to give the new Muslim basic education. We have also afternoon madrasa, which we accommodate approximately 700 kids afternoon. They came straight from school to our madrasa, and we give them also ta'lim class, and we give them tuition also to help them, to assist them to do well at school. Also, other department, we have the skill department, which we try to uplift our community and also to develop the community, that they can be able to look after themselves, after their family. So we give them Islamic education and the skill in the same time, that they can be able to look after themselves.
Now, alhamdulillah, and I'm listening to it, and as you said, Sheikh Hindawi, it started from this small organization, and look how big it has become, alhamdulillah. Maulana Shabir, you've been there, of course, for quite some time. Just like how Sheikh Hindawi mentioned, it started off so small. How much pride does it give you seeing this organization become so big and helping so many people who have been lost, especially in a society today where it's very easy to get lost?
Yes, Jazakallah. In fact, Initially, when Al-Iman Foundation opened up, Sheikh Hindawi came to me, and usually there's some protocols that you have to follow from the Jamiyat, and the Jamiyat phoned me to find out how kosher is this organization. And I went there and I saw it, and I was very pleased with with the organization. Everything was up to date, and Alhamdulillah, it was a very small organization, very small. There wasn't much of them students there, and very few people. And Alhamdulillah, with the help of Jamiyat, they came up. But I joined now. This is my third year that I've joined. The organization is from 2010, I think. And I'm living in Ladeja's Hall for the past 36 years. Alhamdulillah. And seeing this organization, well, I was at LMS before. Then I retired and took this retirement, and there's an advantage for me that I've joined Al-Iman. Al-Iman, we have now almost 200 students, boys and girls. When I first joined Al-Iman, the girls' hostel was totally separate. They were living in Shabul Islam. That's not far away from the school. And the boys lived at the school. And one very interesting and very challenging thing I found was that we had majority of the students that were there, I would say 99% were orphans. And they come from underprivileged homes, broken homes, and very little Islam, very little Islam. And to build up this Islam in them, we had to work very, very hard. And I'll give all the teachers that are there as far as the Islamiyat is concerned, 100 out of 100. And because when these children, when they came in, they didn't know even Alif Ba. And we will say Jazakallah to Sheikh Al-Hindawi for giving his life for this. And I found a big difference. And that is why I've joined him, and I said, let me give, for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these are orphans and they need help. And they are they're like new in Islam. And I'm drawing up the syllabus for them. So inshallah, as they're growing up, and when they leave the school, they will be fully fledged Muslims, and inshallah, they will do the work of da'wah when they go back to their homes.
Alhamdulillah. And I think it's so important because, role models, in the modern society, it's very difficult to find role models. But if you have somebody coming from an organization that, allows someone to become either imam or an alima or, a hafiz al-Quran, how important is that, Sheikh Hindawi, that these role models are created in a non-profit organization, and they can take that and say, let me not only promote my knowledge, but also promote my deen to many other nations where there's so many non-Muslims, and they can learn the beauty of Islam.
Definitely, it is very, very important, and this is our duty as a Muslim, and this is our responsibility as a Muslim to spread the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to give back to our community. And as you said, the situation of the environment today, it is very, very, very difficult. These kids, these children and these orphans, as Mawlana Shabir, he said, they came from underprivileged community. They doesn't have anyone to take care about them. And through the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the help of our community and our brothers and sisters, their donation, we try to look after these kids and to create a role model among them, not only in Islamic side and also secular side. We try to be balanced, that we need someone, he became a real Muslim, a very, very good example, and also he complete his study at his university, that they can be able really to impact in the community. This for why we offer them Islamic and secular in the same place. We have our school, which alhamdulillah, it is registered with the Department of Education, and we have alhamdulillah our mashayikh and our ulama and our abbas, the ones they take care, and our huffaz, the one who take care about our student and gives them hafz and alim class and all this. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, Mawlana Shabir, after the break, I am going to come to you. I'm going to talk about the orphanage, and of course, we'll touch on the pledge that will be happening later on today. Stay tuned to Ramadan TV, channel 346 on DSTV. We'll be back after this break.